Yes, it is not your hair. It is not your hair. Highlights, dark hair, bleach, blonde, brunette, orange, green, purple, fro or not. You can chop off your hair. You are who you are. What it is your eyes. It is your soul, your eyes, and your ideology from your parents. If you have parents who taught you that you were better, it was some difference, and it's not an equality, then that's what it is. Or if you learned it from your friends, or you picked it up in your community, that's what it is. You can chop off all your hair, and your soul is gonna be the same thing. The window, the eyes is the window to the soul. It's gonna be the same thing. And your soul is gonna have certain actions. So yeah. This is their car right here, and it's okay. I didn't bother. The car where they put the alarm on. This is like a average Benz. It's an average Benz right there. You can see the tires. I didn't do anything to it. You can see there's no scratches. And so, you know, they came up to see the city hall over here. So yeah, that's how it is. I left it alone. It got bird crap on the top. On the top of the car, it got bird crap. Right there, it got bird crap on the top. You can see it, bird crap. It need to wash. Some of it, it looked like it got washed. Other ones not washed. But like I said, I'm gonna do a video of how dirty I am, because most of the LA people who are in the money maker bracket of me are dirty. They live out not in different areas where they occupy. They live out in tents and stuff. Like they are part of a tribal community, like there's teepees. You know, if people want to live out in tents, it's cool. You know. And this is like I didn't do any checks, but this is like this guy came up. He was authority. I think he was and then he took a video of me. I got dirty feet and bottles. Hold on, I'll show you bottles in my bag. This is my dirty jacket. I got bottles in my bag and bags. I got my bags tied up. So he helped me out. I'll pay him to post that video. I have another green jacket in here when it get colder. My iron is low sometimes. So if you can see, I had things spread it out on the ground. This is no reason to follow me. I'll show you my dirty feet now. I was gonna get somebody else to do it. I'll show you my dirty feet socks. My dirty feet. I'll show you my dirty feet. Crustacean. I'm gonna do it. I could go to the people. That's my dirty feet. He'll probably get a better video. That's my dirty feet. Show you crustaceans. This is my shoes. This is my shoes with holes in it, with holes at the bottom. This is my shoes. They're called I paid for. They called Goodfella Co. So I have money on my card. So what they do is I got holes at the bottom. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep mine like the white folks do, the Caucasian people do. I want to say skin color. I'm gonna keep these. First off, these things are comfortable as hell. I'm gonna keep these, not because I don't want to pay any more money. I'm gonna get some new news to show you I can support my lifestyle, and I'm not faking it. I'm not getting fake cars. They got this place called they've been sending me on my Wi-Fi. It's called what is the car place called? Falcon Lifestyle, where you can go rent cars. I'm not renting cars like some of the rappers do that don't own their cars. And this is just from like Legos and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I talked to some of them. I didn't know they were African. I thought they were just black. And they told me over there they own their cars. And places like that and Hindi, they own their cars. Like Hindi, that type of Indian, they own their cars. You know, but people over here not on the RAP ERs over here flogging. So that doesn't justify why you follow me. If you don't see me steal something out the store, there's a butterfly. If you don't see me steal something out the store, I said, hold on, I'm getting distracted by the butterfly. Let me see if I can get it. See if I can get this butterfly. 1 second. Mrs. Let me say Mrs. Butterfly, the feminine energy butterfly. Oh, here it is. Come here. She's going. Ain't able to get it. She's going. Butterfly. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get the butterfly out. The guy who's stealing butterfly pics. That's what I do. I follow. So I'm stealing out the store. People say I'm living out the past. You see my record in the past. You know what I'm saying? Every time the police stop me, they say why? They say why these are workers and stuff. Some of them had these same trucks and they authority. But anyway, they say why? Here's another Benz. I'm surrounded by Benz, but I'm, you know what I'm saying? Surrounded by Benz and Jeeps, but I'm taking some. I just want to show you that I'm not taking some. I'm just charging up my phone. Another place to charge up your phone. Yeah. However, so that's no reason. Oh, here's another butterfly. Here it is. Here it is. Here's a butterfly. Got distracted by the butterfly. There it is. It's a nice, bright yellow one. There it is, right there. Finally got it. So see, I'm running around, and since I'm dirty, you might get mistaken for me. I'm supposedly starting some problem or something out in public. So I was laying out. So you see a Sunny out. He got a picture, and I'll pay him to post that. I'll pay him to post a picture. That's the butterfly. I'll pay him to post that picture. I got enough to pay him. Right now, this second, I'll pay him to post that picture. Not gonna get too much of the butterfly. I pay him to post that picture of why he should follow me around in the neighborhood, or why he should follow me around in the store. The second I get in the store and I go down the aisle to get some water, you know, hopefully a manager, if I had a store and somebody was gonna steal some water, even I wouldn't even call the police. I'll handle it myself. I ask them, why are you stealing some water? And 9 times out of 10, I would give them some water, depending on how I read their energy. I'm not even lying. I would give them some goddamn water. I would. But I was getting some water out the store. And what else did I get out that store? I think just water. That's all I got. I got something else out of another store. It was some things to color my shoes, which I'll show you that. I got some things because I'm gonna keep my shoes. They so comfortable. Even though they have they're my $20 shoes, I'm gonna keep them. And I'm gonna get some more. But I'm gonna get my extra money worth out of these shoes. They so freaking comfortable, you know. And they don't give me corns. Corns hurt. So I'm gonna definitely do that. And I have the dye. I gotta take it back, and I gotta get some more dye for my shoes. But that's no reason why you should be following me around my store. It had came back. Well, I'm going back to it. It's no reason why you should be following me around the stores when it's meth people who they go around. They go around back in the same area. It came back in the same area. The meth people that go around in the store look like they rolled in dirt for 100 years. And I'm getting there. It's time for me to switch it. I wear the same thing over and over again. Cause I don't want to, like, in my portfolio, if I don't have that amount of money, I don't want to be perpetrating out here. Cause then you send out the wrong message to women of the opposite sex who's trying to get money out you or just want that security. You send out the wrong message. If you dress like that and you don't have that in your portfolio, you are negatively stunting. You false stunting. You know what I'm saying? You false stunting and false ball, and I don't want to false stunt and false ball and have just my. People do say the appearance, and I agree. But LA is dirty as hell. LA, if people know about Skid Row, and you might be able to Google it. I don't know if you could Google it, but if you could drive by this second, you go by. It just look dirty. People avoid it. People avoid it in these other areas. I call Skid Row 101 number 2. 101 Skid Row 102-2 because it's like that everywhere, and the streets are dirty. Even over here, this is oil leakage, but the streets be dirtier than this. The side of the roads and stuff, you see oil leaks by Benzes and stuff. Oil leaks, or that's either water condensation from the for not the carburetor, but from the what do you call it? The air. No, that's oil leaks, but from the air. What do you call that from? You know the square thing. You know the square thing when I'm talking about. See, more oil leaks. More oil leaks. I'm not trying to get the license plate in there. More oil leaks. But from that, what do you call that thing that's like a crate? in the air conditioning thing, right in. I don't even remember what it's called right up front. I don't know why I'm getting it mixed up with the carburetor. But you take it out, and you can even, I think you can sell that and make money from it. I don't know how much, but the you pour the antifreeze in it. So if you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. But that has leakage. It has coolant linkage. That's all I can think of. If it's just not really the radiator. So leakage from the radiator or whatever. That's either leakage from the radiator, transmission, or engine or whatever. All these leakage, but that's that kind of leakage. But in other places, it's dirtier than that on the ground. The grounds get dirty, and I'm talking about, I don't know if that's from the meth going up in the air or whatever, but the ground looks dirty. It's dirtiness, and that's all I'm saying. This is what it's about. Because a person is dirty, you should not follow them. That's because I don't want to sleep with your woman, and it has nothing to do with the outside. It has everything with the innerness, its compatibility, and what do you call it? The chemistry of a person. If we don't have chemistry, and you're not for me, you have secret meetings and thoughts when you go back to your house and stuff, and you looking out the windows and always pushing 911 and all this kind of stuff, I'm not sleeping with you. It won't happen. The seed won't come out. Seed won't even come out. I keep letting my seed recycle. I won't even fake that. No fake agendas out here. The seed won't even come out. But like I said, bottles in here. Got bottles in here. Got my white shirt. Not white lettering. White lettering, green. I like green. Show you everything I got in here, but it's nothing. I'm trying to find that bottle. Got some soap in here. Had chocolate already. Got some soap on it for men. Where that bottle at? Never get it. Had me a late back if I do decide to or whatever. And this young lady telling me how she hadn't had none, and in 4 months, basically the last relationship she was in, she been 4 months in a year or whatever. That's a shame. I went longer without having sex than you. Not saying it's anything sex, because she was trying to say about men who if women put out on the first night licking them differently and don't want to be in a relationship with them. It's not about that. If you put out on the first night, but then I notice that you're the type of person that you going from person to person and you don't remember names and count how many, you don't know the exact number and can count how many men that you slept with and stuff like that. I don't know. So this is the fabric dye. This is what I'm putting on my shoes. I got this cotton and wool and nylon, and I didn't know all that and more. Yeah, this is about a $3 bottle. Receipt. Let's see the receipt. It's from Target. Yup, receipt. Let's see a receipt. Paid in cash. Cause they thought I thought I wasn't gonna have no more cash on my card. So that's what they do on my card. They look and see how much cash I have left. Even when I had somebody gave me a $10 gift certificate, the lady gonna look at my card, because this is mostly, not all, but lady cashiers gonna look at my card and tell me how much I had left on my card. I told her, I said, I don't need you to, I know how much I have left on my card. I don't need you to look and tell me. I don't need chaperoneship. You put your money in the envelope. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to do that when I was a child. Put my money in an envelope when I was a boy and divvy up my money. I don't need that. That's cash right there. That's how much that costs. That's cash. You got to keep your receipt. Especially I have to return this. They were out. I just got it so I can get that. I can do the manifestation of having that out or whatever. I wouldn't use that $3 up or whatever I had. Wouldn't have no excuse to not getting it later. That's how I do. I get things like that. Just put it out there. So like I already had it. Even if they don't have what I have, I can re-switch out what I really need. I can do a reverse switch out of what I really need. So that's it right there. I don't know. It's blurry right now on mine. That's it. That's how much this costs. Same thing. Barcode and everything. Yeah, nails is dirty. Yeah, same thing. And that's the thing. I'm not in nobody's daughter face or whatever. I'm not trying to snatch nobody. And most of the women that I slept with, I knew their parents. At least if I had not known their parents, I had at least seen their parents before. And their parents had seen me before. And basically just by seeing me, giving me the okay. My first I seen her parents before. Her mom was in the room. All jokes aside, I joke about being a virgin sometimes. I seen her in the room. Her mom was supposed to have been sick. She showered and everything. Just like I'm dirty. Dirt washes off like a dirty car or something. I can shower or whatever and the dirt is gonna come off. I can, rub my finger on dead skin and the skin is gonna come off or whatever. But that's irrelevant. You following me through the store or whatever. And my smell isn't reeking, nigga. I'm not stink. Nigga, I can go weeks without taking a shower, nigga, and not be stinking, nigga, please. And not smell like anybody who eats bad food. Even if I do eat bad food, I won't, nigga. I don't know if that's because of genes or what, so-called genes. I can go days and weeks without and not be stinking, nigga, for real. And still look good. I don't put chemicals on my skin and skin still look good. In the face or something. So if I was stranded in the wilderness in the wood or whatever, I'll come out still looking good. But anyway, that's another story. Cause I'm not trying to get up in superficial stuff, beauty, but that is what it is. So, with that, I hope he posts that video, cause I'm gonna post this video. I'm gonna post this video definitely, and I hope he has enough to take it to court. I want him to. I'll pay him to post that video of me laying in the grass and not sleep, had my eyes closed. He called on me, opened my eyes up. Over there, it takes a long time. It takes a long time to charge your phone. I wonder why, because some of the outlets other than close to the road, they weren't close to the road. They don't even work no more. But they do. They have electronic, people who had the most of the jobs. I'm tired of saying giving it energy. Had the most of the jobs. They know they're electricians. Some of them master electricians. Not saying that you have to be in a secret, that you have to be into a secret to be a master electrician. But they're in certain organizations and they do it over here. They're supposed to be foreign, and nothing's foreign because they have foreign about them. Because they don't even really have foreign cars, but they have trucks like this, F-150s, F-250s, But my thing is like, a woman told me is, don't be having a expensive car and you live in an apartment. You got a Benz, a Porsche, or a Lamborghini, and you live in an apartment. You driving back to an apartment, or your car, which you paying payments or leasing. It value-wise, your apartment might be more, but value-wise, when you think about it, it's so much more. And that's what it was like me before I was buying my car, which I could have had mine, but I got into an argument with my parents because I let somebody drive my car, but I could easily pay for my car. I never missed a payment when I had it. I could easily pay for my car, and on a minimum wage job, just working 40, I could easily do that and pay my rent at the time, and insurance, and pay somebody else's insurance, and pay my cell phone bill. And maybe the most is like working my job 60 hours a week. I could do all that with buying a Saturn Ion. Because I knew how it was back then. They were cheap. They were no more than more than, I'll say 15,000. It was no more than 15,000, which it was really in the price range of 13,000 and 15,000, but no more at the top at 15,000, because I had the roll up windows. No more than 15,000. What they call it, you have to pay the interest. No more than 15,000 with interest. With buying a brand new car off the lot, which was a Saturn Ion for me. And you could say that I stole it or whatever, but it's a lot of the people, the government, they have it on papers. When you buy a brand new car, they have it on papers. When it's not, for mine it was not bought. I didn't buy it under the table. I bought it from a Saturn dealership. The only one that was in the city where I'm from, so on paper. So, well, not really where I'm from, where I lived for a long time. So, anyway, you can't say I stole that. You can't say any you can't say that any vehicle that I was riding in myself that I stole. I never been a person that really was in the passenger seat of somebody else's vehicle. I either had my own. Also, if you see me in my passenger seat, I never been a scrub. I have either had my own vehicle or I had one the way coming. You know, or I had like 2 at a time. You know, just got in an accident on one and about to purchase another one, or whatever. And had a bike. I never just had a bike and not no vehicle. You know, so. You know, and never been homeless and not gonna stay there forever. Or had an apartment, you know what I'm saying, or a couch I could sleep on. Had something right around the corner, you know what I mean? I just got the one, you know. You're not following these people that's been, they've been homeless without it, and they're gonna choose to. They've been sleeping in their cars for more than 10 years, 20, 15, and 30 years. You're not harassing them. It's all about the agenda thing. The seed. It's all about the agenda thing. I have no problem. I'm not going around with signs and telling people BLM matter, and I'm not going around with signs telling them that mixed relationships matter or don't matter. I said free will, but don't try to control somebody else. Do what you're gonna do. Ain't no woman stepped at me. Ain't no woman asked me for no. Ain't no woman asked me to marry her. Ain't no woman asked to be in a relationship with me. Ain't no woman asked for the BBC. Ain't no woman asked to blow her back out. You know what I'm saying? And if you do that, I'm coming with my sandwiches. You know, come with some sandwiches too. You know, come with some spaghetti for them. Wait till a man's heart is, you know, a diamond. They say a diamond to a woman. Diamond is a girl's best friend or whatever, and a dog is a man's best friend. But you see a lot of women around here walking with dogs with leashes, with leashes. You know, acting like leeches. But anyways, a lot of women around here with dog with leashes. And I thought dog was a man's best friend. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? How that's flip flop. Anyway, so I haven't seen a lot of women coming to me with spaghetti sandwiches and sub sandwiches and chicken wings or vegan sandwiches, smooth. You know what I mean? Come to me with some, you know, blow a back out needs calories. Yeah, and after they took this guy, you know, I was laying down, lying in the grass, and the guy gonna take a picture of me, and I seen him in the alley, had his truck in the alley or whatever, and they had a truck across the street. I didn't get all of them. I got his arm in the thing. You can see his ethnicity. So then they're gonna bring a dude by that he was walking with a fro. I don't even really consider him. He falls in the category of black, but he was mixed also. Not that it matter. But I didn't even know if the fro was real or not, because you can wear a fake fro. But I was looking into his eyes. A lot of times I'm looking at my father told me to look in a man's eyes. And so when I'm not wearing the shades or whatever, if I'm not looking into a man's eyes, I'm being focused. I'm being focused, like, I don't want to say his name, celebrity. He said, 2 of them, he said I do a lot of focus. It takes a lot of focus. Life, that's why I have my shades on. I'm not trying to see somebody shoot up, man. I was on my way going to school, on my way to get something to eat. And the guy, he was shooting up, whatever he was shooting up. I didn't want to see that. And I seen somebody shooting up in the subway before. I didn't want to see that. That's the reason why I wear shades. I don't want to see people who walk around with nothing against them, but I don't want to, you know, see that and see those holes. Those they swollen up holes from the when they've missed the vein. When they couldn't find the vein with the needle, they had these big old ant form knots on them. You know what I'm saying? They had these way big looking spider bite marks or whatever. Something similar to that, because spider bites and they're all different, but it's really big. It looks like a pimple 10 times its size. It does. I don't really want to look at that, you know. And if I had children, I wouldn't want them to see that. And we talk back to the children thing. Loving children or not loving children, I wouldn't want them to see that. So that's another reason why I have on the hater blockers. And I don't want everybody with the evil eyes, just like the blue and white evil eye thing. I don't want them looking in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? The so-called supremacy. I don't want them looking into my eyes, shooting out that negative energy. You got to protect your heart and your soul. Also as a male or a woman, but as a male also, not just women have to protect their hearts. Men have to protect their hearts, and I have to protect my soul. Everybody looking into my soul with negativity that's not for you. We all know that. I had a younger dude in a class tell me before. He said you can't have everybody in your circle. And he just came up there telling me we were doing a class or whatever. this Caucasian guy that wrote a book, and he said he went from college to college because it was 2 colleges in this. It's like 4 major colleges, but he wrote from the city college to the university. He would ride his bike or whatever. He did that. He was he was Caucasian. He was from Syracuse. We just called him Professor for short. And he was married to a black woman, whatever. He had a thing called Win the Day. And I never really got his book or whatever. I have to go back and look up that professor that I took or whatever. Yeah, he had a thing, Win the Day. That's what he called it. And in that class is what I'm saying. That it was a melanated guy. He came up to me. He said, "You can't have everybody in your circle." I don't even know what we were talking about. I think it was probably talking about people in your circle, kind of people you have in your surrounding and everything. So that's another reason. That's my mom's and my grandma. I'm still learning it as I get more older with time going. They have always been right about people's character and about my friends and stuff. They always been right. And when I say my parents didn't teach me racism, one of my friends, she did bring to me that his mom was a certain kind of way, and I didn't know what it was. He was always aggressive. He would always, with a closed fist on the side, he would always hit me in my back real hard, but passive aggressive, but act like he was laughing. But I seen that he was just about partying and doing they call fire bongs, where you dig a hole in the ground and you make a fire or whatever, so it doesn't, you can jump over it and stuff and everything. I never did it, and jump over it and drink beer and stuff. He only had certain kind of friends that, and I'm not saying dirty friend, but self-destructive, because you can be dirty and not be about self-destruction, because everything gets dirty. Your car get dirty, you have to wash your house get dirty. But he was about people who were melanated people who were about self-destruction. If he was self-destruction, and that's to me. Any people who say that they're not so-called white supremacists, or they're not so-called racist, that are they only deal with people who are about self-destruction. And I'm not about that. I'm not about that. People coming out. It's what's this stuff? That's firefighters or something? Yeah, it's firefighters. That's around the corner. They got the firefighters thing right to here. So they had the firefighter behind here, and they had the police department over there, right across the street. So it's two positive people. 2 positive people when they want to be. The police when they want to be. The good graces is with the authority is don't have anyone call the police on you, and share your seed with other ethnicities. Share your seed with them and smash them, no matter if they're racist or not. Like I said, I don't care about racism. I don't see color in that way. You know what I'm saying? I see behavior and actions. That's what I mean. And now I'm gonna let others do what they do, and I'm gonna do what I do. I'm not concerned if I see a woman that looks like me with another man, or vice versa. A man that doesn't look like me with a woman that looks like me, or a woman that doesn't look like me with a man that looks like me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about that. I don't care about who sleeps with who. Really, I don't. It has nothing to do with me. Who sleeps with who has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with my BBC. Oh man, they taking a pic. Let me get the pic. They taking a pic over there in front of it. Yeah, they taking a pic. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's a smart pic. See, they in uniforms and stuff. That's the what you call it? And you know who made them gas masks, right? You know who made them gas masks? Yeah. It was a melanated man who made those gas masks. I don't remember his name. It was a melanated man who made the gas masks. And that's why I said we should do more pictures, portraits of people who, if we're gonna do dead people, of inventors, not inventors, like what you call the inventors, inventors like Nikola Tesla. That's the only one. I don't know if he's a inventor, but he's a scientist. Him too. Nels Hurston, what's his name? The black guy yeah. He's a scientist. I don't remember his name. He made a couple of books or whatever. But yeah, and I'm done. I'm done with that. Cool guys. Yeah, they got the. Yeah. This must be graduation day. It's graduation day?
They're training on a new breathing apparatus to go underground and rescue people out of tunnels.
Oh snap! They got something new. They go underground and rescuing people out of tunnels. I wish I would have invented that. That is smart. That's like scuba diving.
Yeah.
It's kind of huge, but it's probably light underwater, not underground. Did you say who? Under who?
No, underground. So
he did say underground.
Yeah,
he said underground.
Yeah.
Rescuing people. Okay, I'm thinking about automatically went in the water. They rescuing people underground from under tunnels. So a breathing apparatus. I guess who made that. That's cool. What is that called? You know?
It's called a rebreather.
Oh, a
So
rebreather.
They can last up to 4 hours.
Wow.
Oxygen-free environment to go rescue people. So that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oxygen free. And can rescue people up to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. I wish I would have did. This is smart. This is smart right here. They can rescue people underground. That's like, I don't know. Oh, well, when they do underground, they sometimes they're digging underground a lot to do building structures. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 of them. They got black and blue, about 11, and the two sergeants. I say sergeants are firefighters, and that's a cool job to have. You want like 2 years on that, and then 20 years of retirement probably is an estimate. How many they got? This lined up now. They lined up. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like I said, 10, 11, and like 3 sergeants or whatever. Yeah. Captains. They sergeants, captains in chief, fire chief. Yeah. That is cool. So now, you know, I'm not gonna still stop saying that a so-called melanated man made the gas machine, but somebody done made something now. It's technical. But a lot of melanated people. That's what I said. We need to, when the foreigners come over and stuff, we need to give them credit. They like the melanated people didn't just build the White House. Are like fathers of inventions, and it's inventions. Not this. We just don't shoot each other in the hood, in the ghetto, in the slums, in the trap. We just don't shoot each other. We don't just shoot each other at all. We do more. And there's a lot of smart women and guys, college educated and rappers who are positive, who didn't get a degree. It's positivity. Like Tri-Tribute say, it's good in the hood. And he had a relationship thing with his wife. And I don't judge him. That's their business. Yeah, others' business. And I like is it Lee Harvey or Harvey Watkins, the Karen Spiritual, that say sweep around your own front door before you come sweep around mine? Sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. Sweep around your own front door before you come sweeping around mine. And people, I drink energy drinks now sometimes I like to stay up all night and with all the confusion. That's my friend right there, please. Friend that I did the video. But anyway, so the thing is, I drink energy drinks. They're sugary. I got some right here from the other day. I should have stayed up 2 nights in a row and drink it. I got some in here. I love this bottle. I bought the water for the cheapness of the price of the bottle, the core. I got some drink up in there, and the drink up in there is the same thing as this energy drink. Well, like that. Nothing but sugar. Energy drink right here, Rockstar. Nothing but sugar. It's supposed to have pineapple flavor, guava, and orange. Sparkling. And I get it because it has this in here. I try not to give you my left hand all the time. Caffeine, obviously. People drink coffee. Coffee don't agree with that much. I piss a lot, and I'll be pissing a lot more. 2 G's of sugar, which is probably 40 40 G's of sugar, and the one that's 40 G's of sugar is probably 444 G's of sugar. And where's the can, the empty can? I got the empty can. I got the empty can of it somewhere in here. Yeah, I do, because I'm going to turn this in, and I'm going to get fettuccine. I'm going to turn this in, I'm going to get fettuccine. I'm going to turn this in, I'm going to get fettuccine. I'm not able to find the empty can. So there it is. I am able to find an empty can. That's the empty can. They had it two for $3, and I got both of them with cash. I got a receipt for that too, but I'm not gonna dig for it. Yeah, that's the same thing. It's the same thing right there. Oh yeah, and I got the water, the same water that I showed you, and it's almost on E. I got the same water, Sprouts, up in there in the Sprouts, same water. Same water. You can see where it's getting down. So that's all that's in my system liquidly. Is that and water. Did I have I've had a smoothie, and I had a smoothie almost every day this month. So we're running down. Soon we will be making our own smoothies, because we cannot have that coconut water, and I want to mix some fruits with vegetables and make my own smoothie. They have changed my life a whole lot. Smoothie. Maybe I changed the thoughts. Maybe my thoughts changed. I like to drink the smoothies. They drink the smoothie. The green vegetables, spinach, cucumber, mainly that, and sometimes the parsley. No spirulina, but sometimes the kale in there too. But mostly I do mostly spinach and cucumber, and also sometimes carrots. Mostly spinach and cucumber. I give them the strawberry. Just little different things I put in mine. The pineapple. I don't really mess with the bananas. I really don't mess with the bananas. I don't really mess with the bananas like that, because they have a lot of sugar in them. Bananas do. But my bodybuilder friend back in the way, that he's real big on the bananas and the egg whites and oatmeal cookies. Hence the oatmeal. You know, I have to watch the sugar. I do. So speaking of that, I'm gonna drink some energy just for now. Drink some sugar. And it definitely tastes like guava. I don't know about kind of the pineapple-ish like. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna get back on smoothies. Get back to cooking my own rice. Get back to cooking my own potatoes. I Q sometimes. I BBQ sometimes. Barbecue sometimes. Yeah, I do it sometimes. So they got the new apparatus for underground. You know, sometimes they could be digging for diamonds too, though. But I was just giving them benefit. A lot of times they dig for building new building structures, like something like that over there. Like I could show you. Like I was gonna say that they're building a lot of buildings over here. Most likely that's what I want to do. People around here, a lot of people don't pay their own rent. A lot of people can't afford it. Like a job like that, you can afford to pay your own rent. That's kind of like a government job-ish. You can afford it, but a lot of people around here don't pay I call it price gouge. Some people call it just gentrification. I probably price gouge. They not able to pay their own rent because rent is so high. Around here it's like $1,200 and on up. Between the lowest is starting at $800 to $1,200 and on up. And $800 is like a scarce. I'm just saying, like, you know, just something just to get your foot in, get your body in any place. But most of the places are like $1,200 and on up around here. So a lot of people not able to do that on minimum wage around here. And they have these new buildings I was finna get at that most people they stay here. I don't know if it's 5 months or 5 years. They call it they get a wager basically. They get a house, a voucher. They get a apartment voucher, whatever. They say they can stay wherever, whatever, as long as they take the money, you know, and they can as long as the rent person take the money and they can live in an apartment like that. Other than that, you know, a lot of people make it seem like they just pay. I don't have no problem working from a 9 to 5, but a lot of person is. I'm not joking or or talking down on anybody. A lot of people working paycheck to paycheck. So why look down on somebody who's dirty? The only reason why you're not really dirty a lot of times you be dirty, can't dress, is because you living from paycheck to paycheck. If you didn't have your job, then you'll be earthed out. Yeah, you would be earthed out. If you didn't have your job, you'd be earthed out. That's it. If you didn't have your job, you would be earthed out. That's all I'm saying. Real fuck, you would have your job. If you, I mean, now you have it. You would be earthed out if you didn't have your job. If you live in paycheck to paycheck. And the other thing is, you know, the reason why I don't talk about Donald Trump and all that like that, because of the government. It's pros and cons about the government, pros and cons about a lot of things. So the government allows us to have structure that allow police officers for people who want police officers for that neighborhood, who just don't want their house broken into, or not even that, don't want their car stolen, or they stuff stolen, who don't, you know, because most people if they do break in the house, they're not really trying to do physically body harm. I'm trying to put myself in their position. People who break into houses and stuff, they're not trying to do physically harm to people. They're trying to get stuff, get people stuff. You know, a lot of people who do that, who do that. A lot of people who want protection from that are concerned about objects, material stuff. They're not concerned about people's lives and who gets shot or whatever. You can't bring life back. They're not concerned about that. That's the reason why they love the police. They don't want the police for serve and protect for all ethnicities, for all people and culture. That's not why they want serve and protect. That's not why the police came about. The police didn't come about because of serve and protect. You know, they came about for back in the day, like the cowboy, the sheriff. I watched somebody's video and he helped me to it. Came about for that, to watch people merchandise, watch people material stuff. So back in the day, people went steal people horses and saddles, and people spurs from their shoes. And so now it's, you know, and sometimes when they would, and now it's so people went and steal people jewelry. So now, back then I guess it was beads. They didn't have they had jewelry too though, so beads. So that's why the police are about now. You know, I don't know who more. I know that the firefighters, they're like, to me, they're serving protect, as in rescuing lives. Firefighters rescue people's lives from fires and stuff. I know that much, but I don't know who's here for serve and protect. You know, I think the military a little bit is serve and protect when they're overseas and stuff. You know, we had the National Guard here to protect people, merchandise. That's what the National Guard was here. That's what Donald Trump, I seen his, and he seemed like he didn't care. He ran right on through there. That's the only thing I have this negative to say, Donald Trump. He spoke about him dead, didn't really have any remorse. Said we sending out the people to protect people's stuff. I'm paraphrasing what he said. I know it almost verbatim. I do know it almost for verbatim, but just to make it real quick, he says, I'm out here to protect people's stuff, say it Bernie style, and we're gonna send the National Guard out there. And if you all don't do it in the cities, then I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna come out there and override what you all do it. Don't do in you all cities and state. Basically, I'm summing up. That's exactly what his 7 to 8 minute speech that Donald Trump said. I'm summing up the whole speech. Yeah. So, but other than that, I do understand that everything is not on Donald Trump. It's people around him. And somebody said that Donald Trump can't read. I don't know how true it is. And he got his money from his father and all that, and he stole like more than 10,000 at a time of money from his father and all this kind of stuff. And he paid somebody to write his book, and somebody told me that Donald Trump didn't go to the business school. He paid somebody to lie and say that he went to business school. I don't know. At one time, he learned something. One time he was associates. I'm not saying friends. He was associates or business partners with Robert Kiyosaki. So, and maybe he got some real estate ideas from him. One of the people that is successful in real estate. So there's a lot going on. Like I said, this government is needed in some areas, where I was going to get to, because it'd be a lot of chaos out in the streets if it was a government. And I guess they are the forefathers of business, capitalism in here. People know capitalism. Well, if it wasn't no capitalism, you all wouldn't have jobs. If it was just trade or barter, you all wouldn't have jobs. There's a need for barter because I used to do it when I was younger. I knew about trade and barter. I would trade and barter my toys. Like I would trade and barter one of my limousine cars. Because people like limousines, I would trade one limousine for 3 cars, for 3 little toy model cars and things like that, model cars. And they're not